Hey, yo, what up, nipple suckers? It's your host, Two and Non, and I'm here with the commish, Tyler.
Yo,
So tonight, we're just gonna have a little pre-draft pod set up to kind of go over draft rules, draft setup, any new rules for the league that may or may not have come up at some point over the last 6 months. I can't remember, honestly. But yeah, so this is gonna be a little quick pod, just the two of us to kind of just review a few things, and we got some really cool stuff to talk about regarding the draft itself. So what up, dude?
nothing much, man. It's almost fantasy season.
I know. I'm getting stoked for it. Definitely getting stoked for it. After doing the pod with Riley and RJ the other night, like it
Just
it
itching.
just got me like super hyped up for it. I'm getting so excited.
All right. What do you want to go over first?
Cool. So I'll let you kind of do a lot of the talking here, but so date and time for the draft, we already kind of mentioned that in the group chat, but that's going to be September 1st, 9 p.m. at your place for whoever wants to show up, right?
I did. Yeah, made some moves this summer. Bought a crib, little townhouse in P Town.
That's a
Um,
sick crib, dude.
yeah, man. Gonna hopefully it brings me some good mojo this year with fantasy because kind of struggled last year.
Yeah. I mean, it be what it be. So that's cool. Yeah, draft September 1st, 9 p.m. at your place. And then we actually just figured out, I know in the chat that we talked about maybe randomizing the draft order like a week before, and we didn't think we could do it, but you just figured out how to get it done. So
Yeah, there's a lot more settings on the computer. I tried on my phone during work and I was like, there was no way. But yeah, so I think we're gonna do a little drinking sesh at the Finlands on what is that, Friday the 25th, so that's 9 days from this recording. Um to just do the draft really so we can have a week to kind of do some mocks, prepare, see who's going where, whatnot. I think it's gonna be sick. Yeah, I wish we knew how to do this in the prior years, but live and learn.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, the computer definitely gives you a lot more controls, but I think that's just good for us to be able to, like you said, get into some mock drafts and kind of figure things out. I mean, 30 minutes to really kind of figure out who you want to take and
It could make a
study
difference.
a little bit. Yeah, honestly, it could. So yeah, next Friday, the 25th, whoever wants to show up, we'll have a little thing at our house. That way there's no, thoughts of collusion on who gets the
Yeah,
first pick
dude.
because we're
Some of
literally
these
just gonna
kids.
sit over here.
I don't even want the first pick.
I know. I mean, first pick last year
It's
kind
like
of
whoever
fucked
I'm
me
trying,
over.
like even if I wasn't include, whoever I would try to screw, I would give them the first pick.
Yeah,
Like I'd
honestly.
give
And then I
Joey the
think
first pick.
the other thing too with having the draft order picked about a week before is if people wanted to trade picks, technically you could do that too, you know?
Yeah, like swap.
Yeah, technically you could do that.
Yeah, I guess you could. I mean, I have the ability to. I don't know how much I agree with that, but I mean, yeah, I guess it's true. In real life, they trade picks, and so yeah, if anyone wants to swap,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
that's a
if
good
if
one.
you're open to it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like anyone can really vote on that. Like a pick is a pick. I mean, it's not like one pick's more valuable than the other.
Well, I mean, depending on if you're pick 8 or pick 2, like if someone wants to trade up. I mean, I know we don't have like
No,
assets
I would
to,
trade down.
yeah, because it's
See, but
staying.
exactly, like I feel like, if you wanted like the third pick, and I had like if I was third and you were like eighth, I would definitely make that trade with you. But
Hmm.
all right, yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So trading picks, we'll have a week to do that. Get us a little it's almost like a mock trade, getting ready for those I'm not trading that much this year. I don't know about anyone else. I made way too many trades last year.
I mean, I'd hope not after what you did last year, for sure. I mean, I don't
Dude,
think I
it's
made,
just like 15 points here, 10, 15 here. Then the second I trade them, it's like, fuck, dude.
yeah. Yeah. I
Fucking
don't I don't think I
dumb.
made many trades at all. I mean, I know you and I had that trade for Tua at one point last year, but I
Yeah, I'm
think it
kind of
was
glad
like
you didn't trade me Jonathan Taylor.
I
Kind
know
of
I
screwed
I,
up by sitting on that one.
I flirted with so many trades with that one there.
It's good trade
Yeah.
bait.
So we'll do that then. Draft order is gonna be randomized next Friday. That way it gives us a week if you guys want to trade picks because you want to get a better pick, move up, move down. Again, there's no assets to move, but um it's out there. You can trade picks if you really want to. You guys can work that out. I have no idea how that would even work, but It's either that or if like we can't get too many people to like come over to the house next Friday. We also talked about doing a stream on YouTube with Tyler sharing his screen. That way, no one thinks that it's like totally just collusion. You know what I mean? So either way, draft order is gonna be randomized next Friday to give everybody a week. So yeah, draft September 1st at 9. Draft order randomized next week, and then you want to go over some rules real quick?
Yeah, one thing I do want to ask though, I know we kind of talked about the whole $69 buy-in thing, but that's gonna
Yeah,
get kind of messy on the totals. Are we still doing that?
yeah. I think the total is still 69. That's the
All right.
nicest number.
It is a nice number.
It's
I'll
it,
have
it's a
to
nice number. Um, who's going to be treasurer? Is it Cam again?
probably. I use my Venmo a good bit, so that
Yeah.
shit's gonna get lost in mine. Unless there's like another app you could like
No, I don't think so.
put it
I
in
don't think so.
crypto and play like roulette. Hey
Who
man,
even
could
wants to
go up.
fuck around with that anymore these days? Yeah, Cam, we're voluntelling you to be the commissioner
Oh, I'm
this year,
telling
so you're
ya.
going to be holding all the cash for sure. Um, okay, cool. So we kind of got all that figured out. So just go over real quick some rules. I think you might have changed a few things. I really don't remember. So
No, I don't.
high
I
level if
can't
you
even
want to.
find. Oh, maybe it's in league. That'd probably make sense. No. I mean, same team layout. One starting quarterback, two running backs, two receivers, one tight end, one defense, one kicker, and then one flex.
Hmm.
The only change really was before you couldn't put a tight end in the flex. Last year was the first year we did it, and I think Riley was the only one who did it. Like, I think he did it like 1 week with
I think
Firemouth or something.
I think Cam had dual
Oh yeah,
tight
because
ends
Cam had
too.
Ertz, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, we'll leave that open. I kind of like that idea. I cannot see any of the league settings right now. I'm trying to go in for like trade deadline's another big topic that people want to discuss. Some people want it super early, some people like it after Thanksgiving.
right. When was it last
Personally,
year?
I like it. Last year it was as late as I can go. I'm honestly just gonna read it off my phone because the phone's easier to use.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, dude. This is your league.
Um,
You read the rules how you want to read the rules. I'm just here to facilitate conversation.
if I can find, okay, manage league. Okay. Yeah, so, oh, one of the trades I want to talk about. Or not trades. It is about trades. One of the topics I want to talk about, trades. I'm sick and tired of this, like, people use it as an excuse for like, oh, if I make a trade on like Thursday
Uh-huh.
or if I make a trade on Friday, I won't get my players until the following week. I want to cut that shit out. We're pretty much fantasy crackheads, I think is an easy way to describe this league. We check our phones probably 20 times a day when it comes to fantasy. So I think a 24-hour veto period on trading is more than fair. Obviously, the obvious ones get vetoed within like 15, 20 minutes anyways,
Yeah,
usually followed by like 3 hours of annoying dialogue in the group chat. Um, but yeah,
big facts.
so I think I think people talked about it. I think we liked it. I'll double check with everyone, of course. But yeah, that's
I think
definitely
we did agree on a
something.
24
Yeah,
hour
because it
veto
just
period.
yeah, the 2 day one's annoying because then when you're trying to talk trades, it's like that's just another leverage for someone who's trying to give you cold feet, and it's like, nah,
Yeah.
bro, like make the trade or don't make the trade.
Yeah. I had a couple situations like that last year too, where I was kind of being like, that commercial with you got to be quicker than that with the dollar, like just like dangle it out there in front of me. So I'm down with that 24-hour period. That definitely works.
Yep. Waivers going to stay the same. Um, Whoever uses it the least gets first priority. Of course, if you get fucked by injuries, nothing you can do about that. RIP. Like I don't know if anyone really got plagued by injuries too much last year. I know Cam kind of got screwed with injuries a little bit here and there. Um, Max ads. I think we want to leave it at 4 per week. If you're doing more than 4 ads a week, then I don't know. Your team is probably in shambles to begin with. Um, max ads per the season, no maximum, just 4 per week. Roster locks, definitely at game time. We don't want to do that first game bullshit like they do in the league.
Yeah.
Ship league vote. Wait, trade or reject time. I think that's the one. Okay, yeah, trade or reject time 1 day. So I just changed that. I can always change it
That's
back if
the
someone wants to cry
24-hour
about it.
thing.
Yeah, so our deadline on the trade deadlines, we can either do November 10th, 17th, or 24th. Me personally, I like it later, as late as possible, just because like that's just more reason for chaos, more reason for someone to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And it keeps the league interesting, in my
Yeah, no,
opinion.
for sure. For sure. I'm open to having it be like literally the last possible week.
Yep, that would be, I
I'm
think
cool with that. And I
that's right
feel like
before
most people in
Thanksgiving.
the league would too. But if people listen to this pod and they disagree, then obviously they'll put it in the chat. So
Oh yeah, we
yeah.
always hear it from the
Yeah.
chat. So that's gonna be the day after Thanksgiving. So when you're fucked up on Thanksgiving, man, don't make a bad trade. I know I did last year.
Worst trade I almost had was during the Florida State game
Um,
where I almost traded away Jonathan Taylor for nothing.
I can also put a cap on trades per season, but I think that's no need to do that. All right,
Trades
cool.
per
So
season.
that, yeah, like I guess I don't know. I don't
I
even
think
know
the
why
only
I'm
person that
doing
needs that's probably Dylan.
that. Yeah.
Because Dylan was a fucking crack whore last year with trades and everything. I think he had the most trades. It was you and him that had the most trades last year.
Yeah, I made a lot of
Yeah.
trades last year. I was confident with the team I drafted, but they were just like
Mm-hmm.
it sucked because they weren't like, getting destroyed every week. They were always competing, but it was always like, 100 and like 10, like
Yeah.
Najee was always like 12 points. I was like, fuck, dude. Like I need at least like some 30 pops here and there.
Yeah.
But all right, let's jump into scoring. So everything's pretty much the same as last year. Passing yards, 25 yards for every point. Passing touchdowns get 4 points. I feel like opening that up to 6 points would be interesting, but that's kind of a big change. Picks are -2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it for scoring.
Okay.
Rushing, point every 10 yards, rushing 6, not much to talk about there. Full PPR, 1 point for every 10 yards, 6 for receiving, not much to talk about there. Um, Kicks, I think I left everything the same here, 1 point for point extras. Field goals under 39 yards is 3 points, 40 to 49 is 4 points, and then for those
Mm-hmm.
big-legged peeps, 50 plus for 5.
I'm cool with that.
Pretty
Yeah.
standard.
That sounds good.
Um, Defense has a lot of scoring mechanics here. What do we got here? Sacks is a point. Picks are 2, fumbles recovered are 2, safeties are 2, touchdowns are 6, punt returns are 6 for the defense. Really, I actually didn't even know that. Points allowed. I don't think we have to change anything here, right? Shutout, you get 10 points plus whatever you get. Um, if you allow 1 to 6, you get 7.
Mm-hmm.
If you allow 7 to 13, you get 4. And then if your defense allows 14 to 20, you get 1. And then 21 to 27 is 0. 28 to 34, you lose a point. And then if your defense gives up over 35, you lose 4 points.
Okay. I mean, well, that's the same format as last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that. I don't think anybody complained about the defensive scoring last year.
Nah, I'm just running through it all.
Yeah.
And then IDPs, we don't do that because we're not weirdos. Divisions, I can always enable divisions, but that's kind of,
Ooh. Because what
yeah.
we had were there divisions last year?
No,
No.
we've never done
It was
divisions.
just one big league last year.
Yeah,
Divisions could be interesting.
I don't think I can randomize these though.
Well, randomize the draft order,
hmm
which we're gonna do next Friday, and then it'll automatically pick divisions for us, right?
I don't know. Right now, divisions are a great way to break playoff ties, mix up the schedule, and create rivalries. Ooh, the rivalries would be funny. You could put
If we
like
thought rivalries were good last year, with just the league being completely open, I mean, I think divisions would be pretty cool. I'm completely open to that idea. I think that's pretty sweet. Because then what, there'd be four, and then the winner from each division would make the playoffs?
it would be five,
Five?
five people in a division. Um, See, but yeah, that's also the weird thing too, because only four teams go into the playoffs. I mean, I guess just the top two teams in each division would play each other. Um, I feel like if it was possible, it'd be cool to have six in, and then whoever leads the divisions get a bye for the first week, and then
Ooh.
two and three battle it off, and then the
Because
winner
then
of those faces,
that
yada
would have
yada
been pretty
yada.
cool last year because I think I came in fourth. I think I was either third or fourth, and then Blake was like sitting right outside at like sixth or fifth, I think. And he was getting hot too towards the end of the season. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. If you can find a way to make it divisions and six people get in, first two have a bye, or whatever you just said, like I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be.
But that's just one
Uh,
person's opinion in a league of 10. So
I know.
yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know how the playoff divisions work right now if I were to just enable them. Because the way I have it now, I have to like move individual teams into a division. Um,
Oh, so like you manually set the divisions?
yeah, which could be cool. You get like some of the all the beefs over the past years, put them all in the same division so they have to
I'm
play each
I'm
other
I'm
like
cool
two or
with
three
that.
times a year,
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
or have to battle each other just to get into the playoffs.
Maybe that's something we can do on draft night.
Yeah, we can. On draft night, yeah, we'd have to talk. Or even when we do the draft roster in 9 days, that'd be probably the most solid time. Just 'cause I like time, just in case like shit happens.
Yeah, true. True.
That would give us a week to like make sure. Because I also don't want divisions to be lopsided either. Like some of the better
Right.
fantasy players, and then like someone gets screwed or someone gets into the playoffs that shouldn't be or stuff like that.
Right.
League management. Oh, edit divisions. Perfect. Let's see if I can. So if we do two divisions, no, it's the same on the phone too. No profanity on the division names. That's not fun. Could have like, I don't know. All right, anyways, we'll figure that out later. It's kind of rambling right
I'm
there.
a total fan of these divisions. I think that'd be so cool.
Yeah, I think they're solid too.
Yeah, that'd be super cool. So if you guys listen, I mean, obviously bring it up in the chat. I'm not gonna mention anything in the chat regarding divisions. So you guys got to listen
This
to
will be
this.
like who's actually listening to the
Yeah,
pods.
this will be a good litmus test to see who actually gives a shit about the effort we put in to make this show. You know? So yeah, that'd be sweet. See, I knew it was a good idea to hop on here and do this and kind of look through some things. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
here's another one too. For the championship, 1 week or 2 week playoffs. I know there's been a lot of conspiracy about that. Real football, you only get one night to do it. I think 1 week for the championship game is fair considering how real life is, but of course, 10 people, 10 opinions.
I
Um,
I mean, in my opinion, I think it's just keep it 1 week. Super Bowl
yeah, I
weekend,
think so too.
keep it one. I mean, making it over 2 weeks, I'm not totally keen on that one there. I think just keeping it simple with 1 week and that's the final,
Yeah. So, if
Yeah.
anyone has anything, actually, yeah, whatever. They're probably not going to get it passed anyways, but league vote, league vote. Tiebreakers. Usually we do it by points for. Uh,
However it was last year, I thought that
which
was good.
I could also make a head to head. So like,
Oh.
let's say, playoff race between me and you, and we come down to it, we tie
Mm-hmm. I think points four is fair.
points for.
Yeah. I think points four is fair because that's how it was set up last year and it worked out well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matchup tiebreaker. Oh yeah, well there's no ties anyways. Divisions, playoff ties. I think I was just in there. Waivers, trades. We talked about that. I think that's basically everything. I mean, it's not really too much to go over.
Nah, I think that's good. The biggest thing that we got out of it was divisions.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. We just need to figure out. I don't know what a good way to pick the divisions would be. Maybe like more of a preference. Like I want to be in XYZ's division and then all the easy commonalities we can like, do with that and then
Or what you can do is just completely randomize it 100%. So like you go to a different website, do like a name generator, randomize, and then top five, division one, bottom five, division two.
true. Yeah, I could that we could probably do that
I
also.
think that I think that's probably fair. I mean, unless, we have three sets of brothers,
Yeah, no,
So
I was
like,
thinking that too.
yeah, so like maybe I want to be in Riley's division or against him in a different division. Like who knows? So either way, I think that's something that we can talk about.
On Friday night.
Yeah, next Friday when we do the draft randomizing and everything. So
Yeah, that's all I got. The commission has spoken.
the commish has spoken. Cool. And then the last thing, I know I threw a lot of shit out there in the chat regarding like hats and shirts and everything like that. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. If you guys like the design of the hat, because I actually got one for myself, I will order hats for the team, or I mean the league, or shirts, like whatever you guys want. So if you guys want to get in on it, let me know. I think it's a pretty sick lid. It's from Imperial, nice stitched up logo on the front. Um, Either way, I think this was a pretty solid pod, and this will determine like who actually listens to our bullshit. So yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't listen too much last year. I
Yeah, no,
would
I
talk
know.
them and then, but I might change because I work from home now a lot more too. So like I might just start putting it on in the background.
Yeah, it's good background. Did you listen to the one with me, Riley, and RJ?
No.
No, fuck you.
I know, I'd feel the
That was
same
a
way.
banger of an episode too. Like Riley actually sounded like he knew what the fuck he was talking about. So it was great. And he
Yeah,
was
RJ told me about it.
yeah, he
It
was
was a
pissed
good
drunk
pod.
too. It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's mainly the time until you start slurring your words, then it's kind of like, all right,
Yeah.
get this guy out of here.
Yeah, I agree.
But a nice solid buzz, you get the topics flowing.
Yeah, it was solid for sure. So if you haven't listened to the first episode, the square table, then go listen to the first episode and then listen to this one here
Was that a
because then
Garage
you'll
Talks
already be
or a
listening.
fantasy one?
No, that was fantasy. That was
Nice.
fantasy. Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm recording a Garage Talks one on Friday with Hummer when he's in town. So
What's that topic?
I don't know. We'll figure that one out when he
Oh,
gets here. So yeah.
gotta see what happens.
Either way, plug in the Garage Talks, go listen. Either way. I think this is a good spot to cut it because I think we're getting short on Zoom time anyway pretty soon. But either way, guys, we'll catch you next Friday for the draft randomizing, however you guys want to do it, in person, live stream on YouTube, like whatever. We'll make it work. But you got anything else, Commish?
Go Dolphins.
Expect us. That's all I'm saying.
Fuck
Expect
Aaron
us.
Rodgers. Fuck Dalvin Cook.
Yep.
Fuck the
Honestly.
Eagles.
Hey man, Jalen Hurts is good. That's all I'm going to say about that.
He's good.
Jalen Hurts is very good. Cool.
They're a good team, but fuck them.
They're going back to the NFC Championship for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. It's
Unless
football, you never know.
yeah, that's true. If the Niners stay healthy, possibly. But Eagles, faux show. But alrighty guys, we'll catch you next week on the draft stream. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
Deuces.